YouTube, what's going on? This is Cheeseboy628 here today, giving you week 9 of the NPL Season 5 series. And I am your guide, Cheeseboy628. Let's get into it. Who are we facing this week? First off, we are facing the Brisbane Brelooms, and I'm defeating Sunkern, of course. But let's talk about standings. Last week, we thankfully had a very important victory in our hands, where we beat the Atlanta Braviaries by a good 4-0 victory. And what this does is actually put us in second place in the entire conference, which is very nice, I'd like to say. At this point, not everyone has had their 9th battle, but everyone's, or not even their 8th battle, but there is legitimately, for the people who haven't had their 8th battle yet, I'm like guaranteed second place. So if I just keep it up, I'm guaranteed second place right now. Going from here, just maintain what's going on, and assuming Maddie keeps doing good, we'll just be top 2 in our conference and then go from there. So it looks like the top 2 people have to, wait, what? The middle 2 people of the conference have to face each other here, and the best faces the worst of the top 4. So that's their kind of benefit there. But everyone who's in the top 8 does battle. There's no buys for anyone, no matter how well you do. So that's kind of important to keep in mind. So the fact that we've beat the Braviaries is definitely important to note, as let's just keep up our 2nd or 3rd position, then we don't need to face the insanity that may just be the St. Louis Rush Rams eventually. So let's keep that in mind as we go on. This week, though, like I said, we're facing the Brisbane Brelooms. So while this battle is not crucial, it's always good to have a victory on our hands, that's for sure. Right now, they're doing okay. Looks like they may be around 6th place or so. So they're behind by a bit, but they also didn't have their 8th game here, so that might have been because someone hasn't been responding. Not sure entirely, but they have a chance to definitely be back in this. I mean, they're only 1 win away from being very close to the top 1 in their division. So, yeah. So despite that, they've had a pretty average record in regards to wins versus losses. So let's just, I mean, obviously they're going to be a good opponent nonetheless. So yeah, let's get into this team building, shall we? So first thing, I need to get back to the overview. So unfortunately, it's kind of annoying because Brisbane is barely far enough away that I have to scroll to see my team. So we're gonna have to struggle a little bit this week. I am sorry. Here's the thing. There's a couple mons that I was already like, boom, this is gonna be amazing. One of them is named Doug Trio. Like, holy crap, that thing does so well against his team for so many reasons. I want to look up Sneasel though, if I can spell it right. It's base 115 speed. Here's the thing. If I don't outspeed Sneasel, I definitely need to outspeed Diancie. I'm telling you, there's no reason not to bring Doug Trio. Doug Trio versus Sneasel versus Diancie. I know for sure against Sneasel, if I want to outspeed, I'm going to have to run Jolly, but will I have to against Mega Diancie? They hit 350. I hit 339, so I do have to run Jolly. I've got to bring this Mon, though. I have to. It is just so good. I have to. Okay. Looks like the closest I can get to speed creeping with this is 352, so we're gonna go with that. Most likely going to be minus defense because we're gonna be sashed like nearly always, or at least most likely, as we're probably gonna run Stealth Rock and Earthquake because that's kind of the guarantee in our Dougie Trio sets. But yeah, that means we have to run at least 352. If we want to outspeed Sneasel, which I can't exactly see a reason why, we'd have to hit 362. Which is... Why is it always the ones that need to speed creep that adds one more extra point than I needed to? It doesn't matter. The only reason that would really matter, which still I don't think it does, I don't think that's going to matter because he's going to have Ice Shard and Sucker Punch isn't going to even be good. I don't think it's going to be good against him. So I don't really see a point in that. He just has Ice Shard and he resists Sucker Punch. Chances are that's just not going to be good against him. Plain and simple. With that said, I'm likely to do some kind of investment like this. We're going to have to do some calcs. Like, how much attack power do I really need? Victini. Let's say it's Choice Banded. Why not? So we got Earthquake. That does 90 to 105 if we're Jolly Life Orb. If we're not Jolly Life Orb, we do 69 to 81, which is still really nice damage, and it might be able to kill after rocks. Just depends what kind of set he is. He could be Shuka for all we know. La 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 la. He could be Shed Shell for all we know. He could be Scarf U-Turn. There's a number of ways to get out of it. However, a mon that cannot get out of it is Mega Diancie, and that's especially important to put that pressure on that mon. I don't even need a Sash to trap him for that. I just bring it in. Boom. Here's the thing. Scald and Ice Beam do really well against his team if you notice. Only thing it doesn't hit is Empoleon, and that's like fine. But the last move is up for grabs because we can do Aura Sphere to hit Empoleon, or we can run Dark Pulse for Cresselia. And that's where I get indifferent. Overall though, it looks like Aura Sphere is a better move. Gotta keep that Ice Beam too because Chestnut is otherwise a problem. Kills Zygarde, of course. This Dougie is so good. Oh yeah, Raikou is base 115, so I need to keep that speed tier indeed. If I want to outspeed it with Dougie. So good call on my part, somewhat accidentally. Let's see here. Let's see. So, I mean, our options are Toxic, Aura Sphere, or Dark Pulse. I can't imagine Toxic. It's just such a waste. I think I should run Aura Sphere. Because maybe he might just bring in Cress on a Scald anyway and then get burned. And it's like, well, what to do? Plus, at the end of the day, Dark Pulse won't really win out against him unless I'm like super offensive. And I don't think that's going to be the goal of this thing. I'm going to want to be pretty darn physically bulky. Like really physically bulky. Because it does well against everything. Besides the Moonblast from Diancie, but Zygarde tries to outrage me, I'll live it. Even trying facing Chestnut, that could be nice. If he runs Belly Drum Chestnut, whew. But thankfully I have Talonflame, so that really shouldn't be a worry. Ooh, I'm thinking of running Natural Gift Grass move to hit Rhyperior. That could be nifty. That could be pretty darn nifty. At the same time though, I'm just thinking about Cress, and if I'm trying to 1v1 it, I'm gonna have to like... Does it get T-Bolt? Not that that really matters. Cress. It gets Thunder Wave, but that doesn't matter. That might need to be my stall breaker, unfortunately. I'm indifferent to Taunt because the only thing that's really good on is his Cress. Everything else, like, kills me. Kills me with an attack move. So that's why I'm feeling a little bit meh about that. However, if I don't have something that handles Cress, I'm in trouble. Simple as that. So, but I need to put Toxic on something at this point. I need to. And I think it just might be Latios. We're running Life Orb. Let's see if we run a Toxic. We could run Psychic because we want to obliterate Wheezing. In the case we had to face it. Wheezing. Probably not going to run. Plus it hits Rhyperior harder. And Cloyster. We don't need that Draco. We don't need to run no Draco. Gosh, that what am I trying to say? That Sneasel is a little scary. What's nice about Dougie is that you can trap something, you can put rocks out no matter what, and then that's it. He can't bring in Diancie to bounce it back at that point. You're just good. Yeah, he has a number of rockers, so I don't know if he'll use Empoleon for it or not. It'll be interesting to see though. Yeah, I'm still okay with that whole Sucker Punch thing on Dougie because it's good against Victini as well in the case that he's Scarf. Could be edgy and use Pursuit, but like, no. So Toxic, Psychic. What other moves was I thinking of? I was thinking of Surf. It also gets Energy Ball though. So what's better? Surf. Looks like Surf's better in general. I don't know. I really think it's about the same, honestly. So that's not exactly good. Again, he can just bring an Empoleon on this, and that sucks. Like, the problem with running Life Orb and then, like, not attack moves. Like, I'm thinking of running Healing Wish right now. And that's why I'm all, like, indifferent to what's going on. Like, I can't run Toxic and Healing Wish as I'm realizing this. Psychic covers a lot. Toxic is necessary if I can't beat out what I need to. Man, this move syndrome, the 4-move syndrome is really getting me right now. Because a combination of Surf and T-Bolt or Energy Ball and T-Bolt, they work well. Honestly, Surf and T-Bolt is probably the best combination if I'm to run both of those. Let's put those on the table. Surf, Thunderbolt. What issues do I have with that coverage? Well, I don't have Ice Beam, so Zygarde doesn't get hurt all too badly. Neither does... No, Chestnut gets hurt. Victini does not take a Surf well, I imagine. Now, do I speed tie with Diancie? Or do I put in a little bit more bulk to take on Victini and just things? That is another question. And am I going to just be this? Can I run Toxic? Do I put on Ice Beam? Toxic versus Ice Beam. If he has Zygarde, I can immediately go to Blastoise, I think. I should be fine with that. The more I think of it, the more I'm worried about Zygarde, where I just need to make it Fizz Def. I just gotta do it. Okay. So you have this. We don't have any EV issues with this because we're not running any hidden power stuff. Only thing is, just like, do I want to speed tie? Am I okay with this coverage? Because at the end of the day, even if I get a Toxic off on this Cress, Ah. I don't know if that's really ideal. Like, I'm in... I'm so mad. Like, if I don't run... Like, now I'm debating running Colbur because, like, Sneasel is a good counter to me. You know? You can just press knockoff or pursuit. But if I have Colbur, he dies. Good lord, I keep getting interrupted. Okay. Now I'm debating Colbur. Problem is, only one thing really has an issue with that, as opposed to having like a Rosalie Berry, in which case I can do a damage / live things. But is that really the goal versus like handling that Sneasel? That could otherwise be an issue to my team. I mean, it's not a huge issue, but then I lose Latios and like, I want everything. How fast does Victini get? I think I want Latios to outspeed base 100s because I can't stand speed ties. 328. I need 329. Of course, this is another one. It's always the ones where I have to barely outspeed. So I can put the rest in HP. Like, that's kind of cool. I mean, do I need the Life Orb, really? I mean, my coverage is meant to hit really hard. And it does. Does that quite well. Thank you. I do have T-Bolt, right? T-Bolt in the case of Empoleon, in the case of Cloyster. Surf, Psychic. Not really anything for you, Zygarde, besides like a stab Psychic, which could still hurt. And like, you probably think I have Draco, so you're probably not going to come in anyway. You could bring in Victini, but I'll surf you. The last issue with this is, if I'm to run Colbur, I need Hidden Power Fighting, because otherwise what's the point of having Colbur? I want to take this thing out. That's what I want to do. Oof. Plus I just don't want to take that damage. I want an item that obviously benefits me, but like still lets me use, like, that's not Assault Vest, basically. Could do leftovers, I guess. Lumberry, yeah, I'll put Latios Sight on it. That'll be fair. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. I'm at a struggle right now, to be honest. Could also Trick. But like, no. Basically the situation is, do I want Toxic or Hidden Power Fighting? Latios, Hidden Power Fighting. Offensive, 252. Not Life Orb. Hidden Power Fighting versus Sneasel. Are you attacker? Definitely kills. Knockoff almost guaranteed kills me. Even without an item. And that's nearly the HP I have. Like, knockoff destroys me. Destroys. Plus Icicle Crash does a lot anyway. It's not worth the Colbur. It's just not worth it. I'll just take that extra power. Or do I want the extra power? Or do I just want recovery? Ah! Gosh. Why is it such a problem? I also totally just realized that Dougie gets Aerial Ace, which could be nice against Chestnut if I have enough power behind it. I just worry that there's not enough power behind it. UU Trapper. Choice Band, nah. Aerial Ace against Chestnut. Why does Aerial Ace do so little? Like, that's so dumb. Actually does a quarter. 4 times weak, my ass. I'd rather Toxic. Yeah. Bulk Up is not going to be good against him. Just ain't. Flare Blitz, U-turn. Flare Blitz, U-turn, Steel Wing, Taunt. Steel Wing is just stupid useless. U-turn is nice just to make it be like, hey, I don't set up. And also just for momentum. Because there are times you feel that way. Taunt could also be a suicide thing. Just like make sure you don't get up rocks and then boom, bring in something. Even like Dougie, maybe. Or Roost. Roost is good because some of the stuff I'm worried about I could recover from just by roosting. Yeah, what am I doing? Roost is the answer. There's no reason not to. He could T-wave me with Cress, sure. But like, at the end of the day, Brave Bird is always going to outspeed you. So, that's that. Cool, that's 5 mons once I figure out how much speed I want. I don't care about outspeeding Sneasel. I don't even care about outspeeding Raikou. I don't really care about outspeeding anything. Nothing. Nothing at all. Yeah, because I just want to outspeed Rhyperior. The only thing I kind of care about is like if I do get paralyzed, that I can kill off Rhyperior still by outspeeding. If he is 116, I would need like 464 speed. So considering that's not possible, I'm gonna give a hard no. That said, I think I can do number 1, max attack adamant. Odd HP. And then what do you want? A little Spadef? A little Spadef never hurt nobody. And boom, that's really it. I don't care about anything else. I want to be bulky because nothing else is necessary against his stuff. Cool. I like. Me gusta. Okay, I have 1 mon left. This has been quite the battle. Also really debating on using Phanpy, except for the fact that I have Doug Trio, so now is not the time. However, his team is not bad to use it against. His team is not bad to use it against. Rest be assured. I'm indifferent to Sableye right now because the fairy stuff is just scaring me a lot. AKA Moonblast from Cress, AKA Moonblast from Mega Diancie. Everything else though, you know, I can Willow a lot of things. I can Foul Play a lot of things. Klefki's also not that bad though. Klefki kind of sucks this game. It resists Sneasel, sure. Everything else though can't really hit. I think this will be a fine set. So this is what I'm going with. The reason I was kind of pressured with this battle is I was just asking to get this battle done ASAP like just before this Wednesday. Today is Sunday. So the week 9 is basically just starting. But I have school starting next week. So I'm kind of like, ooh, don't want that to interfere at first, and especially when I'm just getting settled in and all that stuff. So can you battle? And he's like, yeah, can you battle now? And I'm like, oh shoot, how about a little more time? Didn't realize you were already prepared. But yeah, so we settled that. We were saying, looks like now I have about half an hour to prepare from here, so I'm going to test out the team and we're going to go from there. So see you guys at the battle. Thanks for watching. See you soon. All right, y'all, here we go. He just challenged me. He also challenged me to anything goes, I might mention. Making me question his tactics, not gonna lie. A little skeevy. But because he doesn't have mods above OU, I'm just saying. But we're accepted. I had 2 battles technically. One of them was a stall team. And none of them even included Crest, so that didn't help, and I kind of quit a few turns in because I didn't exactly have time at this point. And then the second one was pretty darn close. Again though, I didn't face any mons that he even had on his team, but I came really close to winning too, even though he had stuff that was like totally different than what I'd have to expect. Oh my gosh, these alerts are so loud. Do not disturb, volume at 0. Okay. My cat won't shut up either. Alright, my man Aberforth, aka Brisbane Brelooms coach. So looking at his team, you too, man. I see a lot of reason to start with Blastoise. I can also see a rationale for bringing in Sableye. The thing I'm most scared about is his Victini. That's honestly my biggest worry. Having Blastoise take damage early on could be crucial to me losing later on. But it's for sure my safest play. We do have that natural gift Talonflame that could be very nice against his team if things work out how I need them to. But yeah, he has a lot of things that Dougie is going to have a good time against. Victini, Empoleon, and Mega Diancie. Even Rhyperior to an extent. I don't know how Carney got in here unless someone linked the battle, but here we go. Yeah, he's got a very epic Cynthia avatar. I appreciate that. Cynthia's great. But yeah, I think my 2 favorite. Good. Yes, to the death indeed, Carney. But like I said, yeah, I just think, well, let's just go into Blastoisonator and try our best. Okay, so he starts with Cress. I'm ambivalent to that Mon that he started out with there. No idea what it is yet, obviously. He could T-Wave me. That could suck, like, right from the get-go. I don't like that at all. And I could go to Sableye immediately and just knock off something. That could be really nice, I feel. Because I don't think he'd want to take a Willow, and he might just try to pick a middleman play for this. I just don't want to take... I don't want to take a status right now. I don't. I don't know why you'd lead with this. This is very interesting on his part. Whew. I'm already in a questionable position in my opinion. So, I think Sableye's the play to go here. I don't want to deal with stuff. Okay, he has Trick Room. Interesting. I appreciate that. It is unique, but it is not something I necessarily care about. However, he might just be fully offensive right now, or he's just the Trick Room user for his team. What else gets Trick Room? Maybe Diancie, but Diancie's really fast. Victini is also a notable Trick Room user, so I can definitely see what he's doing here. Considering my investment, though, with my Sableye versus An offensive crest, perhaps. It very well could be. OU Trick Room. There it is, right there. So where's your Moonblast? Why is there no Spatak investment on this thing? Modest. Moonblast has 0 chance of killing me. That's for sure, and I should be able to stall him out a little bit too. Granted, if he's life form, I'm just weighing in all the possibilities here. That could do a lot. However, he's naturally base 175 speed. I am 136, and that's without any speed. If he's, let's say, sassy, just for the case of Trick Room stuff. I'm 136. I'm still really slow. And that's 0 IVs. So I guaranteed outspeed. I should not die from anything. It's not a knockoff. Let's see what he has. He has leftovers. Okay. He Moonblast and that does nothing. Yes. Okay, that is definitely a defensive crest. This is great. This is great. I'm free to press the Willow button here. If he brings in Victini, I'm gonna have a time of my life. That's all I'm saying. But as in, like, are you serious? Is it raining again? Why does it always rain when I'm trying to battle? I'm just saying. For real though, I think it would be good just to get a Willow off. Could be nice. I'm telling you, I keep getting interrupted. Now is not the time. He could bring in Victini if he's feeling really artsy right now. I dare him. Okay, brings in Empoleon. I'm totally okay with this. I really just want this damage on him. Problem with status, so a beautiful thing about status is it goes after leftovers. It's a necessary evil, really. The problem is I can't tell if he has leftovers right now, or he's mega offensive right now. He very well could be. I have no idea. I think it's okay to go into Latias. I like having Sableye still, just because that is able to say, hey, Rhyperior, hey, Zygarde, you can't necessarily set up on me right now. However, he also has the ability to go for rocks right now. And I think in that case, it's good for me to go to Blastoise because I can't have these hazards up. I can't. It's not good for me. Again, he has a number of potential rockers, but with this having the ability of Defog and Stealth Rock on the same Mon, and the older Mons he brought are offensive Mega Diancie most likely, because that's what Mega Diancie is, and then Rhyperior, I can see Empoleon being a justifiable Mon to have Stealth Rock on. With that said, what am I even trying to see here? First, I'm trying to see if Empoleon gets Grass Knot, because if I'm to bring in my Blastoise, I'm a little bit worried. Also, of course, gets in Power Grass, but that's not important right now. Empoleon, UU Agility. Let's even give it Modest, because this thing, I don't know about its item right now. But they put Grass Knot on this. Okay, yeah. Mega Blastoise. There is, I could have sworn there's a defensive spinner. Yeah. If he's offensive, that does so much damage. Like a scary amount of damage. I just don't know what he is yet. That's if he's Modest without an item too. Aura Sphere should be able to kill if he doesn't. I'm debating my move, man. Give me some time, dude. I need to think. OU utility. Usually people understand when I need to take some time, but he's not understanding right now, you know what I'm saying? Got you. So I mean he could have all the offense in the world right now, and that's why I'm scared. He could go to like I could go to Latias. Just scared. Let's see what he decides to do. I'm gonna go Blastoise. Let's see what he decides to do. He decides to Scald. Let's see. That does a decent amount, and he burns me, which really sucks. Really sucks. That sucks so much. Thought I'd mention. Let's see. Let's see here. That's just very unfortunate. Empoleon. How much does Scald normally do? Just want to see if this has any chance of being offensive. Scald would otherwise do 30 to 35 if he was max attack modest. So I have definitely thinking he is defensive. Let's just say he's docile and has no Spatak investment. He still got... Oh my lord, everything's a mess right now. I am not even looking at Blastoise. Ugh, I'm so dumb. Okay. Scald does... No, he is offensive. He is offensive. Because Scald with modest does up to 18. So we got a higher roll. There's so much talk, guys. Calm down. Grass knot does 53 to 62, meaning I live. That's it. Okay? Let's see what he decides to do. He decides to grass knot. Indeed, knew it. Take the Zorosphere to the dome. Okay, he dies. So do I. And that's the end of Trick Room. Okay. Phew. Empoleon goes down. That's very nice. That's very nice. That was something I indeed had to be a little bit careful about. Scald. The burn was unfortunate because now it's a double down. But we're not in a bad position. Not in a bad position, if I do say so myself. Whew. It wouldn't be a bad play to go into Latias, I'd say. Nothing on his team really likes that. And judging by the structure of his team, they're not going to outspeed my Latias. I've got that nice Life Orb too, but that Moonblast is going to kill me. That Moonblast is going to kill me. Scary. This is scary. So much talk right now. I want to ignore specs, honestly, but gotta support the team. You know what I'm saying? You nah. Brave Bird does 90 after the resist against Diancie, while Natural Gift does 200. So depending on the situation, I might need to use Natural Gift on something that's not Rhyperior. Remember, I still have Surf on Latias, so that's important to handle his Rhyperior. That's not my only means of taking him out, but it's important. Also just realized he didn't bring Sneasel, so that's nice. I don't think Talonflame is a smart mon to bring in here. Truly don't. I'm indifferent about Kyurem. I think Kyurem could be decent. Actually, I see a lot of reason for Kyurem. Hit things hard. Hit things real hard. Getting those Sableye kind of scary because if he brings Victini, I'm in a bit of trouble. I think Kyurem is the play. He brings in Cress. Okay, that's cool. So here's the thing. If I outrage, Cress dies, probably... He can bring in Diancie, kill me off with Moonblast. I don't care. Point is, Crest goes down, and then he's almost obligated to bring in Diancie to Moonblast me. But then he has to Mega Evolve first turn, so then Dugtrio guaranteed 2-hit KOs that thing. And then we're in a good position. Like, guaranteed. Guaranteed, man. So press the outrage button. Goodbye! No, it's not goodbye. Balls, balls, balls. Point is, he can't stay in. That's, at the end of the day, that is most important. He has to switch out. He brings Diancie. Sure. Sure. He's pretty darn free to Moonblast here. And that's not good. Either way, if I went for Dragon Claw, I feel like I still would have stayed in. I'm confused anyway. I just wanted that damage, which is really nice because that's a very bulky. It's a very bulky Cresselia. The problem with my team is I legit just don't have a good switch in to this thing. I don't, really. I do have Sucker on Diancie. Sucker on the Empoleon. I really suck at words right now, not gonna lie. I'm just looking at the first word that I see and then saying it. OU Trapper, sure. Basically, I need to make sure that I can handle this Diancie after all. If that thing has sub, I am like super scared. Like, super scared. Does he ever... What's he going to go for? Do I need Sableye? Do I need... Gosh, I have so many options. So many options. Let's say he's max HP considering it's Trick Room. If he's max HP, Earthquake does a ton. Combine that with Sucker, and it won't kill. Guaranteed. I need a little bit of prior damage. It's just, what is he going to do? Does he think that Diamond Storm is the... I think he's going to go for Diamond Storm. I feel like he's going to go for Diamond Storm. I also need to think, how good is Kyurem at this point? Like, I'm not staying in no matter what in the case he has sub. Like, I just can't. I cannot do that. It's against my morals. If I'm max HP, Moonblast has a chance to kill. Has a chance to kill. But I'm going to Latios here. He only has so many turns of Trick Room. Let's see what he decides to do. He does decide to Diamond Storm. He gets the defense boost, which sucks. That sucks. Sucks a lot. 50% chance to happen though, so I can't really complain. And he might as well just, I imagine he's gonna go for it again. After +1 defense. Dougie is not nearly as optimal, I imagine. It's barely gonna 2-hit KO if it does. If he's max HP. I mean, he could be mixed attacking and therefore not be fully invested in Moonblast, and I don't know how that's really helping my justification here. Because /data Mega Diancie has Same attack and attack. That thing hits so hard. Oh my heavens. We still have a chance. This thing is scary. We're just gonna have to sack this thing off. He gets the next defense boost as well. Wow. Unfortunate. Well, we only have one option here, and that's going to the Dugtrio and Earthquaking a couple of times. Because I just can't risk other things. Simple as that. Because for Diamond Storm again. Good lord, that does nothing. Sucks to suck, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so Trick Rooms again. I'm honestly fine with that. Because I get Sucker off and then I get to Brave Bird and just really hope for the best. Got a Sucker here, do 5%. Yeah, that double defense raise sucks, huh? Really changes things. OU offensive. Adamant. Brave Bird. At +1 it doesn't even kill. Man. Depends how hard he hits me, I guess. At this point. That really effed me up, dude. Going to Kieran though, because Braver doesn't kill. Simple as that. And we're just gonna Fusion Bolt. Ah, that's a high roll too. That was a high, well, not a high roll. Was a roll. Hope for the best. That stinks, man. Really does. There's nothing I can do at this point. Of course. Then again, I mean, it's obviously not ideal, and it's not going to do like anything, but at least Sableye can get off some prior damage. Yeah, those defense drops were just something, or defense boosts, mind you. Solid 5%. And hope this kills, because I don't know. Of course, now it gets a crit. I need to hope this kills, because I don't know if it does. I don't think it does, unfortunately. OU. Natural Gift. Ganlin? Or no, I always think it's Ganlon, but it's not. It's Lychee. Look at that. It does nothing. SD, because I have no other choice. GG with the crit. Great. So, unfortunate. There's just things I couldn't prepare for. There's just nothing I could do there. I mean, if I got SD off, then perhaps I had a chance, but yeah. I mean, good job on his part. It's just that it would have been a lot closer if Diancie, didn't ruin all of my team. So, and there's hardly anything I could have done to prepare for that. However, in the future, I mean, it's worthwhile being like, it's worthwhile seeing what can take it on from here, which, like I said, not too much does. I mean, there's Klefki. So maybe Klefki. I don't know. There's not many answers, especially when he gets those boosts. That's just the name of the game. That's Pokemon. So hope you all enjoyed, but thanks for watching. Like, comment, sub. Until later. Peace.